I've got some tags here. I also got a die to make my own tags, but I bought these a while ago, though, so I thought, well, might as well go ahead and use them. I'm going to play around a little bit, making some tags or something. I got my coffee. Do you got yours? Love, love, love my Keurig. Let's see here. I'm going to plug in my hot glue gun. I don't know if I'm going to need it or not, but just in case. A couple other things I've been doing. I've been messing around with some flowers. I did this one yesterday. And I don't know if you can see the shimmer on it or not, but there's some of the Close to My Heart are shimmer pens. These are like Wink of Stella, but I think they're better. They're larger, and they actually don't cost as much as a Wink of Stella. Here's the Wink of Stella. Look at the size difference. You get more with the Close to My Heart, and it costs less. It probably won't be right away, but sometime this evening I'll edit the description of this video and put a link in there to that pen. And here is a rose I did. With this one, this flower was done with this die. I picked this up at Michael's, or no, Joann's. Joann's it was. And I just cut all 3 flowers and layered all 3 flowers together, inked them up, curled them a little bit, and put that shimmer pen on there. And this rose here, the die that I used was also a Spellbinder's die. It is, see if I can find the insert. There it is. Spellbinders by Donna Salazar. It is Rose Creations. That's what I used to make this rose. And it is actually pretty shimmery. I put the same Close to My Heart shimmer pen on there. So I might even use that flower in this tag today. And I got my water. This was an old hairspray bottle that I cleaned out real good and just filled it with water. And that's what I use the mist stuff with. Open up my paint drawer. We're going to get inky today. Oh, I wanted to show you also. In my Etsy store, I put this up. This is a Valentine's Day card, love card, wedding, anniversary, whatever card that I made yesterday. And I used one of my new edge dies on here. This was Curved Borders by Spellbinders. The inside is blank. I'm asking $4.95 plus shipping. Shipping's probably a couple bucks by the time I put it in the envelope and everything. This card is not really good for mailing because you see the dimensional flowers on here is higher than the 1/2 inch really allowed by the post office. This card is like meant to be hand delivered. But I just wanted to put that out there. Now I need to pick out my colors. Excuse me. I don't have a lot of these distress paints. I'd like to get some more. I've got antique bronze. I might use that. This is Lucky Clover. I think I want cracked pistachio instead. I think I want kind of lighter colors. Well, that's just crackle paint. That's not what I want. This is fossilized amber. I definitely got to get some more of these colors. Standard coral. I think that'll go better. I thought about, see, this one is candied apple, but I think it's too bright. Okay, we're going to start with that. Okay. Cat was sitting in my chair and I just about sat on her. Wasn't paying attention. I got a lot more color, a lot more of these distress inks than I do distress paint. I got the distress paint because I was into art journaling, which I haven't done in a while. But we are going to see where this goes here. A little bit of this on my craft mat. This is the cracked pistachio. This one hasn't been opened yet. Fossilized amber. Sometimes getting these plastic things off is a pain. Many times I have to grab my craft knife and just kind of cut the plastics just so I could get it off. So I gotta get the cap off so that I can and here's what so that I can get the plastic off. And here's what I don't understand also. All the videos I see with the Tim Holtz distress paints, they all have these daubers on it. The sets that I bought, even on, like in Michael's and stuff, they don't have daubers. I only have a couple that have daubers. A little bit of that on there, on my craft mat. This has little balls inside there. This one has the dauber. I honestly don't know what this is going to turn out like. I've never done this technique before. But Tim Holtz says just play, experiment. So you might see bloopers on here. Then supposed to go ahead and add water to these. Take the tag and kind of swirl it through there. Kind of like so. And it's going to run, which is pretty neat. Okay, I'm going to get my hands all messy because I want to get my tag covered. Look at that. Oh, does that look neat? There's still like a spot there that needs covered and one little tiny spot there. Okay. Now, if I can remember, there's my handy wipes. And my paper towels. We just caught in a drawer. There we go. Paper towel rolls, getting paint all over it too. And these are active with water, but with the distress paint, once it dries, it's permanent. You can add as much water to it as you want when it dries. It's not, the paint's not going to move. So you have to manipulate the paint while it's wet. So I'm going to get my heat gun. And start drying this. I don't even know if my tag is in frame. The more water you add, the more translucent the paint. It's like I've had these paints in my stash and never used them. Sorry about the cough. I'm going on my 3rd week. For 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I had the flu, but I still have the nasty cough. It's getting better though. And to answer your questions, you're wondering if I finished that mini album yet. Nope. The construction's done. I have to finish matting some pages. I got 4 pages that need finished. One of them needs like completely matted. The other 3 just need a couple mats put on them. Then needs to be added into my book. And then I could start embellishing. But for me right now, I just like needed a break from it. I would love to get the new Tim Holtz heating tool. That's going to be on my wish list to get eventually. See, this has to be completely dry before, I'm going to start dabbing it. Has to be completely dry before I could do any other medium on it if I don't want the tag to run. See, it's getting there, but it's not quite completely dry. I'm trying to dab up some of the extra moisture. Still a little bit down here. A little bit of wet paint down here. I'm going to turn this over because pad kind of warps a little bit. That was a lot of paint. It really gave an interesting effect here. That's most of the way dry. Oh man, that shimmers. I really like it. Of course, I got my cat back here because I have to open up my craft room door for my phone to get a signal. Yeah, I'm banging around here a bit. Wanted to grab my box of stencils and other stuff. And let's see. Trying to decide what kind of stencil I want to use on this. I think we'll go with this one first. Another little trick I learned. When you get it lined up the way you want it, maybe I'll do it this way so it's easier for me to see without having to look a long ways. Put the stencil down, put a little bit of tape on the end to hold it still. Okay, and I'm going to go with my trusty vintage photo. Yep, it's showing up. We'll go across the bottom with this stencil. Maybe a little bit up here. Wipe my stencil off real quick. Oh, it's 8:15 already. Hard to believe. I'm not going to have time to really do a whole lot. That's disappointing. I got a whole maybe 10 minutes to play. That's it. Before I have to shut down. I want a little bit more of this. So I'm just going to go in here with kind of dab this on my stencil. A couple spots. There really wasn't a whole lot of this color show up in the final background. But this is what Tim Holtz calls building a background. I love Tim Holtz. It's like I'm in a long-term relationship, right? But at the same time, I like Tim Holtz products and all that he does and everything so much, I almost want to call him up and say, marry me. I think he's already married anyhow. I think he already has a wife or something. I think he has a wife and I think he may even have kids. I want to just kind of get rid of any kind of thoughts about Tim Holtz that, you know, I've heard people say, oh, he's gay, he's gay. No, he's not. He's as straight as an arrow. He just likes paper crafting and mixed media and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. All because you're a guy doesn't mean that you can't enjoy other things too. Well, this is all I've got so far. I see there's a little bit of mud up here, but I'm not too worried about that. This is my first try at this. I am going to have to go. But I'll show, if I work on it off camera, I'll show you the finished result. What I wanted to do, I might have to get some gesso and kind of tame down that pink a little bit. That's a little bit bright, that coral. But I want to use this rose on here somehow, but I don't even know if that's going to work. I don't think those are the right colors. I probably needed just distressed stain, or just distressed ink instead. Okay, then I'll let this dry, and I am going to have to go. But I do thank you for watching this morning, and you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.